There's an anime out there for just about anyone. The one in particular we're going to talk about today is MF Ghost. For some background information for those who don't know, this story will be a sequel to the Initial D series.
Initial D is probably one of the most influential pieces of anime in the car scene. Those infatuated with JDM cars probably are fans of the series. We also can't forget the famous Eurobeat track Deja Vu that will probably urge you to just get out of your car and start dancing or just start drifting sideways.
It's just such an amazing track, and there are just so many countless iconic moments in cars from Initial D. The most iconic cars being that white and black AE86 we see Takumi drive, and Keisuke's yellow FD. That scene where they're just sending it down the mountain for the first time and drifting at high speeds was just incredibly epic.
Probably one of the most iconic moments, especially in the sense of like car racing anime. When do you ever see two goated drivers in some nice ass cars just drifting down the fucking mountain?
This scene alone was just so influential, and honestly, this kind of made me want to start drifting.
I'm not gonna lie, the Japanese car scene back then was just lit. It made me really want to get back into that era. That being said, it's really no surprise that this anime became a staple in the car scene. It's so iconic, so influential. There's so many great moments from the anime Initial D. I would even say it had a huge influence on games like Need for Speed, especially when Need for Speed added Canyon dual mechanic, which resembles Keisuke and Takumi's duel.
That's probably my favorite thing to play in the Need for Speed Carbon series. That Canyon duel was so sick. Drifting down the mountain, it added a very cool element to the game itself. I'd also like to point out, you can also just see that Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, another super iconic film in the car scene, is inspired a lot from Initial D.
The point is, Initial D is amazing, it's iconic, it's influential, and we expect MF Ghost to have a similar potential as Initial D. We think if MF Ghost is executed properly, it could be a staple in the car scene and it could become as successful as Initial D. But let's talk more about MF Ghost.
So this story will actually take place in the 2020s, so modern day, and it'll follow the main character, Kanata Rivington. He's going to be a 19-year-old from the UK.
Kanata Rivington, that is a fucking crazy name.
Let
me
is
just
a
point
super
that out,
crazy
dude.
name.
That is wild. Kanata Rivington, like, he sounds like a smashing golf player. That's fucking crazy.
He enters the racing scene driving a Toyota GT86, which is obviously inspired by the AE86 from Initial D. We learned that our protagonist, Kanata, was actually trained by the legendary Takumi at his British racing school.
Hopefully that already gives us links to Takumi so we get to see some Initial D characters come back to the forefront. Just taking a look at the trailers and the promotional videos, so far we got to see that there's going to be a lot of similar elements from Initial D. There's going to be similar music with the Eurobeat soundtrack, CGI cars, a lot of high action drifting, and a lot of car racing. So I think this is going to be a huge staple for us, especially if you're a big car enthusiast. This is going to be a big anime to check out.
And not to nerd out too much, but I did see a few cars in the trailer that made me personally excited. We do catch a few glimpses of a Lamborghini, Ferrari, a Lancer Evo, and more.
Oh, bro, give me that Evo. You know I'm about to be dusting motherfuckers in that Evo.
I love me an Evo, man.
Yeah, this anime is going to have me hyped. If you love Need for Speed, Initial D, and just cars in general, you're going to love this shit. I already know. I can feel it in my bones. Overall, we believe there's so much potential in MF Ghost. We think it could be a standout of the season. It's going to be coming out this fall season. I can't remember the last time we actually had a proper racing anime, especially one that has the potential of Initial D. Like, let's be real, it's one of the most influential and iconic. I don't remember that many other car animes that even stood close to Initial D.
I'm just definitely rooting for this anime to succeed. I guess we will have to see how good it holds up when it officially releases.
Yeah, I have a lot of high hopes. Either way, as long as there's some sick cars, amazing drifting, and good music, I'll just watch it no matter what. I'm very much looking forward to MF Ghost. But what do you guys think about MF Ghost? Do you like the concept of it? Are you going to check it out? Let us know in the comments.
And as always, it's Lotus.
And it's Tev.
Catch you in the next one.